What's up, Surf Cadets? Today we are talking pop-ups. This is the aspect of surfing where you actually get up and stand up on the board before you start to take off on the wave and ride it. So it's a really essential part if you're actually just learning to surf, or if you're trying to improve your surfing and get more efficient and effective at actually riding waves. This is kind of where the rubber meets the road. We're going to give you a few tips and tricks and exercises today to kind of help bring all that stuff together for you. And tomorrow we're going to be talking breathing, which is kind of that aspect of everything that you do that brings your cardiovascular into play, brings your pulmonary system into play, and makes everything work well for you. So one thing that I always like to recommend for anyone getting into wave riding is that you get in touch with yoga. It's a really great practice in terms of getting the flexibility, the core strength, the mindfulness, and the breathing, and everything kind of tied together, everything that you need to become an excellent surfer. You'll notice once you get out there that people who have been surfing for a while, they definitely partake in the practice. If you watch guys who are pros, you'll see that they'll definitely hit some yoga poses before they even get out there in the water a lot of times, just to get a good stretch in and get their mind set. And sometimes you can just kind of, as you're out there reading the waves before you actually get out there and start catching sets, you can just do a little bit of yoga and just get your body and your mind in tune with the water. So I definitely try to learn a few poses. I mean, even just your basic poses will bring a lot into play in terms of getting your core in shape, in good shape, and getting the flexibility that you need to be an excellent surfer. The other thing that I want to show you guys today is just some ring push-ups. You can do this with a basic, I have a power rack at home that I use for a lot of our surf therapy workouts and that sort of thing. And you can basically, grab a set of rings, which I got mine from Rogue Fitness. You can grab them pretty much at any, major fitness store or a website. Amazon has a bunch as well. I think I also got my power rack from Amazon. I'll drop that link for you guys as soon as I can. Shortly I'll get that for you guys. Basically, with these rings, you can do a lot of different isolation exercises. You can do basic push-ups. You can do those standing, so you're not putting as much strain on your lower back and kind of causing any or potentially causing any injury to the core, but also gives you a great core stabilization and basically forces you to engage your core as you do these exercises. The other good thing I like about them is it's easier to, like I was saying, isolate one arm versus the other, and basically focus on the arm that you need the most work on. So definitely, if you're able to afford it, if you got the room in your house or wherever you're doing your workouts, if you can grab a set of those, or if you go to the gym and do your thing at a local gym, definitely try to grab your set of rings so you can set this up and get that going. You can definitely find a better range of motion, a wider range of motion. You can change the intensity with these. You can slap on a weight vest and do these same exercises with the weight vest to kind of add some increased intensity for the workout as well. And as you can see, you can do extensions, you can do basic push-ups, you can kind of just modify the range of motion and the trajectory that you take your arms in to engage whatever muscles you feel are the tightest, or whatever muscles you feel are the weakest and need the most work. So excellent technique to kind of get your pop-up muscles ready to go, because you're going to need that explosiveness. You're going to need that flexibility and that speed and agility in your pop-up to make sure that you can actually get up quickly. One of the biggest mistakes that beginner surfers all make when you're starting to learn how to surf and learning to pop up is you move too slow. You don't have the explosiveness that you need in your upper body, along with the coordination with your core and lower body that you need to push yourself up and get your legs up under you and get into that nice engaged crouched position that's going to allow you to actually ride the wave. A lot of people will get up on one knee, then stand straight up, and just basically have no bend in their knee, have no flexibility, no aggressiveness on the wave, and it doesn't make for a good experience. You typically end up falling off pretty quickly when you do that. So that's that exercise. Again, thanks for checking in with us, guys. Please subscribe, like us here on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, on Spotify, Instagram. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming. I want to go back and review or rewind to yesterday where we talked a little bit about paddling for Paddle Monday, and just kind of give you the second half of this exercise, which I did show you, but I didn't really talk too much about it yesterday. And that is when you're doing your visualization and your in-home paddling, to go ahead and put the pop-up in, which will force you to basically, aim your feet to the proper location to make sure that you're not sliding off of the boxes as you do that. And it's just another great addition to that maneuver once you're ready to take it that far. The next exercise is TheraBands. So these again allow you to isolate each side to really engage the muscles that are going to be used to get that explosiveness off of the board as you learn to do these pop-ups. Your chest, the muscles around your chest and your shoulder, the whole shoulder girdle, your pectorals, rotator cuff, even your triceps, and a little bit of biceps, but more so triceps and your arm extensors are going to be key when you're really trying to learn how to pop up well. So the TheraBands definitely allow you to find your own sort of intensity at your own pace. It's also good to do just basic push-ups, which we can talk about that more on the next pop-up Tuesday. But I really kind of wanted to get you guys on these TheraBands ASAP, because these have been like a godsend for me, and I've noticed a bunch of people, even in other fields, who are just doing CrossFit or who are doing just other types of training, have started to use a lot more TheraBands for their activity. So grab you a TheraBand. You can get a bunch of different. They come in a bunch of different weights or tensions, and you can grab you a handle or something, to make sure that you're not really putting too much pressure point on the skin of your hands and just kind of tearing up your hands as you do this. Always want to prevent injury first, but also get a great intense workout and push yourself. Every day you should be getting a little bit better, getting a little bit more intense with your workouts, unless you're taking a week off where you're just kind of stepping back and letting your body recover. So again, TheraBands, you can kind of switch these up however you want. You can hang the band up high, you can bring it down, to kind of mid-height for you, or bring it down towards the ground, attached to a very sturdy surface, of course, something that's not going to pull or damage anything in your house as you do your exercises. And then just go for it, get your tricep extensions in, get your chest presses in, you can get your flies, all sorts of different exercises, and we'll talk more in depth about these in the near future. Just kind of wanted to get you guys going on the basics on that. So I mean, again, these can be found, at your local Dick's Sporting Goods. You can go to Rogue Fitness. You can go to Amazon. A bunch of different styles, a bunch of different weights or intensities, or tensions rather is probably the correct term for an elastic band. So that's that, and on to the next exercise. Next thing I want to talk about is cardio. So again, just basically jogging and running is huge when it comes to being able to do all aspects of surfing, but specifically with your pop-up, again, you want that explosiveness, and you want to be able to have the energy and endurance to do that after you've just paddled out. You've paddled against all these waves, you've done some duck diving or turtle rolling or whatever you had to do. You had to hold your breath and go apneic under the water for a little bit to get out past the break, and now coming back in, you really need to still have that breath that you need to paddle in and pop up. And that's going to be key, but it can also be achieved very easily if you just kind of stay active and either run. I do a lot of biking as well, which I'll show you guys a little bit of that in the near future. Just kind of want to give you guys a little bit in terms of getting you started on your pop-up Tuesdays. And that's pretty much it, guys. Stay wavy. Hope you can catch some waves out here if you're able to kind of catch something off of these storms that are coming in from the South Atlantic and striking, a couple. I think there's actually stuff hitting both sides of Florida right now and coming up, even up the East Coast. So if you're able to get some waves or catch a little bit of something off of this change in weather, please do so. Other than that, stay active, stay surfing at home. Surf daily is our motto here at SurferTherapy. So definitely want you guys to stay active and do what you can. I will drop those links in the description for how you can find, your a power rack for you, TheraBand set up and some rings and everything. And I believe that's it for today. Next time we'll be talking about breathing, and I hope you guys stay well, stay wavy, stay tuned. Peace.